the reasonable people who are part of Occupy, who are participating with good intentions, which I actually think the majority of the people who go there or who say they support it are doing so. And so I get into a brief story about what happened at the 2008 Republican National Convention. At the 2008 Republican National Convention,
Try to do Hannity.
Yeah. 2008 Republican National Convention, an organization known as the RNC Welcoming Committee set out with the explicit stated goal of shutting the Republican National Convention down by any means necessary. Now, the person who was leading the trainings was named Lisa Fithy, and she was on the SCIU payroll. She's also on the steering committee for the United for Peace and Justice, which is a group that encompasses most of the left of center peace and justice groups in the country. So they were organizing the 10,000 person Democratic mainstream liberal protests. Her organization that she was leading was. Wonderful, they have a right to do that. They would never break the law or hurt anyone. They were also organizing the RNC Welcoming Committee. She was one of the trainers. So this is what they had. They had red, yellow, and green groups, right? The green groups were the majority of the protesters who were liberals, who they could lead around and get to help them, but they could never really know the intention of what they were really doing. The yellow groups were the people who were going to chain themselves up across the roads, and they were going to actually prevent the buses of delegates from getting to the convention center and interfere with the rights of those Americans, right, at the conservatives. And so for the yellow group to do what they needed to do, they needed time without the police stopping them. So Lisa said that they could take their green group and they could have leaders manipulate people to get into the road to protest, and when the lawful order to get out of the roadway was given, then the green group would get out of the road. And that would hopefully give the yellow group enough time to lock down and prevent the road from being blocked. And if that didn't give them time, then the red group would come in with their black masks on and attack the police officers and then flee, and that would give the yellow group time. All the while, the green group was unaware that they had just been manipulated and used to help the illegal behavior of a far left group of people who wanted to hurt other Americans and prevent their rights from being exercised. And that's how you deal and think about the people in Occupy who mean well. They don't realize they're being manipulated.